On this episode of the podcast, I want to talk to you about encouraging you to possibly do a podcast as well. And honestly, I don't know if I have believers and unbelievers that care to watch, but honestly, whatever it is that you have that joy and love for, like me, it's obviously the Word and most importantly, the God man Jesus Christ. But I also like yo yo's. And so you see a podcast coming out of my love for Jesus. And so if you love Jesus, I strongly encourage you to get out there and put your phone in front of you, pray, push the play button, speak your heart into the camera, and share it. We live in a digital age. Right or wrong, it's what's there in front of us. And it can be used as a means for ministry, speaking to other individuals, or it can be used for a means of creating an idol out of your phone and just sitting there and looking at it all the time. Me, personally, I've used it for both. Not so happy about making the phone an idol of my life in the past. And honestly, there's been times where I was like, yeah, I got this conquered. And then it's like, no, I don't. But I will say that over time, he has stripped so much of it off me and started using digital phone, all this kind of stuff for online ministry, which is awesome. I mean, I've counted a true blessing to be able to sit here and talk to you about the Lord. And what I'm trying to say is, you can do this too. Literally just pray, put the phone in front of you, hit play, and speak your testimony. Tell people what Jesus Christ has done and is doing in your life. Tell people the steps along your journey. I mean, somebody might be watching a video and it could be, they could have just gotten baptized and given their life to the Lord a week ago, and they're not getting that encouragement from their circle, but they're hungering for just, where do I go next? And who knows? I mean, maybe they didn't have anyone really sit them down and give them a strong focus on prayer. Maybe they did have someone explain prayer to them, but it's done in a way that you and I both could probably agree isn't the right way. I'm not trying to say that there's a right and wrong way to pray, but you got to have your heart involved. I mean, just like when I say the Lord's Prayer, I don't just say it like it's a nursery rhyme that I memorized as a kid. Not at all. I mean, I say it and focus on each line, what it means to me, how it speaks to my heart, and then I speak my heart back out to the Lord and let him know, hey, this is what each word of what Jesus told us from the Lord's Prayer is, and this is how it speaks to my heart, and I want you to know that I want your will, not my own. And if anything, I want my will to someday 100% co-align with your will. So, yeah, get on here, make some videos. If you're watching this and you got questions, feel free to throw questions in the comments or message me directly. TikTok, I'll just let you know, has a 10-minute cap. So make sure that the video is 10 minutes, or you can split it up into multiple videos. I suggest using a free app called CapCut, and it's pretty easy to learn how to use to be able to split videos up into multiple parts, do small editings and things of that nature. So again, I strongly recommend that you use this tool that he's put before us. If you're watching this, the tool's there. If you have a mouth to speak, the tool's there. If your heart is for the Lord, if you've submitted to Him a broken heart and He's mending that back, tell people about it. Don't stay sheltered. Don't put your love for Jesus Christ underneath the table. Bring it above the table and let His light shine. I try not to get too angry about things. And one thing that really tests me is just not seeing a passion in those proclaiming Jesus Christ, not getting it out there. And that's judgmental of me to say that. So, one, I'm sorry. I don't know what your scenario is. I mean, honestly, I don't. All I'm looking at, though, is the collective, broad scale scheme of things. If there's over 1 billion Christians and I only see a really small portion of them just going off for their love and passion for the Lord, yeah, I mean, that can be a bit disheartening. And then also seeing some of the more vocal ones that are out there, seeing them not really pass along the gospel to people. I mean, if anything, it's tabloids, I mean, they're saying, oh, they look at this and this and this co-aligns with this and this and this and this and that. And honestly, if I was an unbeliever and I saw that, I'd just be like, what? Okay, swipe, get away from that. And I know not to be judgmental on those people that do share those kinds of things, that you very well may have a message, or I know you do have a message that is helping other individuals already in the faith, helping to encourage them. And I pray that that ministry helps add people to the kingdom. So, I mean, you can minister in many, many different ways. And one of the ways that He's got me ministering outside of this is to people that don't want to hear it. I don't speak it. I try to exhibit the love of Jesus Christ, the love that He loved us first. He taught us how to love. That's a whole new love that I'm trying to wear and keep forever and exhibit to others. And so in doing so, by shining His love on others through loving actions, not expecting anything in return, knowing that I'm not even doing it to appease the other person. I'm doing it to appease the Lord in hopes that it will warm the other person's heart to, in turn, be willing to hear Christ calling to them, and that will lead to them also submitting a broken heart over to the Lord for Him to mend. I feel like I've been ADD in this video, but yeah, again, I just want to encourage you, make a video, put your love for the Lord out there. Always try to do what I'm about to say next is Jesus Christ is the teacher. I'm not the teacher. I'm just a dude that came to the Lord 3 years ago and absolutely love Him. I want to talk to you about my love for Him. I want to share my journey with you. But again, I don't want to mislead you. So always go to Him in prayer, and listen to Him. Listen to me mumbling if you want, and pray for discernment that something I say ends up striking a nerve that helps you on your walk. So anyways, I love you guys. Have a great rest of your day.